Sejun is dumbfounded on seeing this and wonders how could Quang shrink down to this size. He reads the information window and finds that Quang has evolved into a crimson giant honey bear. Sejun asks him if he can't grow big now, and Quang just focuses to return back to his normal size, shocking everyone around him. A minotaur nearby decodes that Quang's desire to become smaller was suppressing his growth, which is something happens in monster babies who are afraid to be adults. Quang suddenly clings to Sejun's feet, asking if he can go inside his house now. He asks if he will hug him like Theo and the Black Rabbit now, and Sejun gets emotional on realizing that the baby cub just wanted to be loved by him. He lifts him up in his arms and decides to give him a tour of the house. On the other side, Theo gives the sweet sun pumpkin potatoes to Dongshik, whose flabber is gasted on reading the information window. The special crop gives flame resistance for 5 hours, and Dongshik knows who can benefit from it the most. It is his master, Taejun, who was a legendary hunter who climbed all the way up to the 52nd floor by himself, but had to stop his adventure when his fight with the boss monster called Flaming Boar on the 52nd floor ended in a draw. Taejun returned to Earth, and the curse of flames he got from the boar burned his surroundings constantly, and he had to shut himself in a cold room. Now, Dongshik realizes that with the sun pumpkin potatoes, Taejun can suppress his curse for long enough and defeat the boar to be completely free. Meanwhile, Theo is also happy that he got rid of the proof of his mistake. With that, Dongshik and his team eat the green onions and raid the boss on the 38th floor, while Theo heads back to the merchant district on the 75th floor, where his sixth sense pulls him towards a ring on sale. However, he is not the only one who calls dibs on it, as the hamster wizard Iona also wants it. Theo tells her that he reached it first, and Iona politely tells him to hand it over because he doesn't need it. He tells her to get lost and mocks her for being tiny, and Iona doesn't take his words kindly. Luckily, Elka recognizes Iona because of her legendary staff that can level mountains with a single hit. Iona is furious at Theo and decides to unalive him, but Elka steps in and tells her to stop because the cat is a subordinate of the Great Black Dragon. Iona stops at this and warns Elka that if he is lying, he will lose his life. However, he swears on his tribe's name that he is saying the truth, and Theo doubles down on his statement. Iona thinks this is the golden chance for her too, and she asks Theo to prove that he is the Black Dragon's subordinate by taking her to him. However, the merchant cat is not going to let go of any chance to score a profit, and he tells Iona that he is not going to take her along for free.